Hello everybody. Just to say a few words about my plants. I think I will disappear from the screen because it's better if you look at my photos and I will comment them. Thank you. I'm growing pelargoniums in Moscow for approximately for 10 years. I brought cuttings and seeds from different countries, from South Africa, from United States, from United Kingdom, Sweden, I think, yes, Australia. And because of unusual conditions of growing these plants, especially in Moscow, because we have a lot of sun, we should heat everything during the long winter period. I would like to share with you my experience how I grow them in this poor condition, I would say. So it's a few photos of pelargonium species from Campylea section, my beloved section. Pelargonium tricolor, the most famous, I think, plant from this section. Very beautiful, and for me it was very difficult to grow it because it didn't flower for maybe 3 or 4 years, and only after I move this species to a greenhouse, because in your private home at flat you cannot grow it. It's not enough light, even if you provide the artificial light for these plants. You should keep low temperature for some period, and many other conditions that you can provide only in the greenhouse, or maybe in botanical garden, or in such kind of professional space where you can grow these plants. So after I moved it to greenhouse, I got the flowering. It was amazing.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I like it.
Where did you get the seeds from?
I got it from Silver Hill company from South Africa. And I also got some cuttings. I remember it was maybe 5 or 6 years ago from England. It was Fibrex. No, it was, yeah, I think, yeah.
James from Australia is saying beautiful.
Thank you. Another one, it's Pelargonium tricolor white form. I got the cuttings from Sweden. Honestly, I don't know how it was. I didn't find it in nature in South Africa. I'm not sure how it was. I mean,
hybrid?
Maybe hybrid, maybe, I don't know, honestly. So it's just a beauty. It's just a beautiful plant.
No, there are white forms in South Africa like that.
And I can say that the flowering are much more simple of this plant than in the previous one with red flowers. So this form, it's a strange name, number 17th. This is Pelargonium tricolor that I brought from California, from Robin's Power greenhouse. She got it from some collector who brought it from South Africa, but unusual petals, you know, they are longer than normal, yeah. And the next several photos, it's a hybrids of Pelargonium tricolor and Pelargonium ovale, Renata parsley. This is from Fibrex nursery. Very beautiful plant. This is a species ovale. I had only a few plants, and for a short time this year I sown seeds, and I hope to got new plants on the next year of this species. This I was able to show you only one photo with small, not full flower, just to show you the color of petals, because they are quite dark pink color. This is subspecies Hyalinium from Pelargonium ovale. Very nice plant, and its flowers also very good if you keep it properly. This is the king of the hybrids, Pelargonium splendid. We can find this kind of hybrid in different botanical gardens everywhere, and very good flowering also. So you can try, if you would like to grow such plants from Campyllia section at your home or in your garden, I would recommend this one. This is a very gutted form of Pelargonium splendid with very nice leaves. And this is one of my favorite also. This is hybrid Islington peppermint. This is a hybrid of Pelargonium splendid and Tementosum. It has very nice little small flowers, and the leaves smells mint, very nice, smell of this plant.
That is absolutely amazing. And it's nice that it has short stems as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, it's also because of a lot of light. You should keep all these plants. And I kept these plants on the open balcony in my flat, so under the natural sun. This is the best place to grow this, I mean outside the house, in the open air. This is also two hybrids, this Diana Hull and Eric Hull. As I know the history of these hybrids, the Diana, she was a member of Pelargonium and Geranium Society of the in the United Kingdom. Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yes.
And this is hers, as I know, hybrids. Yeah. And Eric Hull produces seeds, so you can get seeds, because for me it was very difficult to get seeds from Pelargonium tricolor. So Eric Hull produces seeds, so you can.
Do they come true? Do they come true?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Because this plant, it was grown from seed. Yeah. So if you would like to keep this hybrid for a long time, you can get.
So he's line breeding.
Hmm?
It's called line breeding.
Yes.
Yeah. Andrema Marcelot. I had it for maybe for 1 year. I lost it, honestly, so it's just a photo. Yes, I have on this plant. Angela Tandy. It is very interesting hybrid. I got it from Fibrex nursery, and the main specific thing of this hybrid, very hairy leaves. They are so soft. I never saw such hairy leaves in the Pelargoniums. This is my also favorite Corona Pifolium. I raised it from seed. I got them from Silver Hill company also. It flowers very, it's very difficult to get flowering in artificial conditions of this plant. Pelargonium ocellatum, I got the seeds from the exchange program of our group, from Jean-Pierre from France,
Damien.
Damien. And this plant is very good because it develops very fast. So I put the seed to the soil to flowering it was only 1 year. So it is very nice, with a good shape, with a lot of flowers, and it also produces a lot of seeds. So you can... honestly, I cannot pronounce this name.
Anothera.
I'm not...
Anothera.
Another, sorry. Unusual leaves. Unfortunately, I also lost it last year because it is, you know, it is very difficult to keep them in proper conditions. They are very difficult. But I saw the flowering and I saw the its form, it's how it looks. So I like it very much. But unfortunately, I have no seeds to grow it again. And some others. I will show you just some pictures of my favorite. Pelargonium azerifolium. I got the tubes from some nursery from South Africa. I cannot remember the name of this nursery, but it is amazing. It has no leaves at all. My plant only only flowers, and it's very, very small, and it's still alive. So I have 2 tubes, and I hope that I will see the flowering maybe in 1 month or in January, I hope. This beauty, Pelargonium elaphia, I also got from South African nursery, but unfortunately I lost it. But I saw the flowering. I never see this kind of hare in any nurseries, in nature, in private collections. I'm not sure.
It's reasonably rare in cultivation.
Yeah. So, but I have pictures. No. Very beautiful, very unusual. This bloody red color of the petals.
Can I ask everybody at this point? I sometimes see anthers without fertile stamens if flowers appear too late, or if the temperatures are too low.
Yes.
Does everybody
Yes.
have the same experience?
Yes. Yes. Flowers don't form properly.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. You...
So that occurs throughout the plant world.
Yes.
There are various indications. If a plant is pollen sterile, it might mean it's a hybrid, but also it might mean it just
It's
can't
just under
make the
stress.
flower right for cold or whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So the next one, my favorite also, Carole Henrici. Yeah. It is so amazing how it can produce so many buds. I reported it a few days ago before I come to London, and I hope that I have only one, and I cannot find any seeds anywhere else. So I would like to keep this plant. I'm very afraid to lose it. So hope it will be alive, and I will see.
Does it produce more than one tuber?
In my plant has 2 tubers near. Maybe it's 1, but it looked like a 2.
I was going to say, perhaps.
But
you
when I
separate the
reported,
tubers.
I didn't find any other tubes. Only this big one, like two parts.
I can't remember if it has multiple tubers, this one. Because if it has, you know, it's reasonably easy to propagate by separating the tubers.
The next one, Pelargonium vinaceum, it's just a beauty. I don't know what to say. It also produces a lot of buds, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing when it's in full flowers. But I think that you know about it also, everybody. This one, unknown, I called it, and nobody can help me recognize it. At this, I don't know the name of this Huarea, and it has very divided leaves, so and the flowers are very unusual.
Where did you get the seeds from?
It was not seed, it was a tube
Uh-huh.
from South African nursery. It's South African bulk company. It calls like this.
And do you know the location?
The location, it's the nursery locates near Johannesburg.
And the location where the plant was collected?
Unfortunately, no.
Is that,
And it was without the name. I ordered several seeds and tubes from this nursery, and they sent me a box. So I opened a box, and it was without the name. I don't remember honestly. So because I always put a label for all
so
plants.
do you know which nursery it was?
I think I bought from.
South African Bulb Company, something like this. I will send you the.
I bought from them.
Joburg.
I can probably give you the details.
Well,
They've got a Facebook.
Okay.
page.
So
I don't know then.
I brought the seeds.
To me, the flowers look very similar to carneum.
Yes, that's what I...
Exactly the same.
I thought they were carnation when I
Yes.
saw them.
And it's possible, I mean, sometimes you see plants of longiflorum with pinnate leaves as well. And this might be another similar case where the type plant always has entire leaves, but
Yes.
there's possibly one
Yeah.
population that has pinnate leaves.
Funnily enough, one of the first Horeas I ever had looked identical to that, and I'm sure it was carnation, and I'm pretty sure mine had divided leaves, but I mean that was 15 years ago. It's got nothing to do with this particular
Yes,
plant, you know,
yes.
or 20 years ago maybe. I've never had one quite like that since. Sorry, I'll be
No.
Radiatum might be another option.
I thought about it, but I don't know. Okay, maybe sometime in future we will find. This is Pelargonium Glengardense from Atidia section. David says that I am growing pelargoniums like cabbages. So this is an example of such cabbage.
I think this is nearer to kale than cabbage, but
And when we were traveling 2 years ago together with David, we saw wonderful examples of this species in nature. And I said to David, oh, I have the same one. I raised it in 2 years, the same size, because David said that probably these plants are 50 years old. Why? I grown for 2 years the same size. So this is my cabbages.
it's not a cabbage.
and I have two plants. One pelargonium now lives in the botanical garden of Moscow State University, and another one lives in the botanical garden of the Russian Academy of Sciences. So they are very famous. Yeah.
I think it's indicative of the amount of light, how short the inflorescence is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You very often get very long
Yeah.
inflorescences
Yeah.
if the light conditions are low.
Yeah. That's why I always say, I always recommend to people who ask me about how you grow, how we should grow such plants. I always say, if you have no enough light, don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
just try to do it.
Yeah.
You should have the proper conditions, especially in terms of light. This is also my favorite species, Pelargonium luridum. I have several with different leaves, because this kind of Pelargonium, they have different type of leaves, forms and colors of flowers. And this is one of my favorite because it has very large and hairy leaves. So it was last year flowering, yeah. I also like very much Tetragonum. I have two types with yellow flowers and with pink flowers. And I found I made the right photo maybe 2 weeks ago. I add some fertilizer to water, and it seems that it gave no. Yes, I grow them like vegetables. David, yeah, it's my own way.
Oh.
Yeah. So the flowers became much more brighter with, yeah, sorry.
So is that the same clone, both of those two?
No,
plants,
these
or
are the
they-
two forms, aren't they?
Two forms, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a pinker form.
And the form on the left, it also have smaller leaves and thinner stems, I would say, more thin they are than at the right. This is Plymosum. I like it very much. Very unusual flowers, very, very beautiful. And honestly, it's very difficult to keep it because it can die in a few days. And unfortunately, I cannot make some cuttings because they all, they don't produce fruits, so I cannot keep it for a long time. And the last one is an example of pelargonium from section Jenkinsonia. I never thought that it can flower so, make such a beautiful flowering, like a cloud of white, small butterflies, and it looked very, very pretty.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And this plant produced a lot of seeds, so I will send them, I think, this year to exchange program from this flower. Yeah.
Excellent.
I think this is the last one. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Katya.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.